So today we're going to talk about the pivot turn and the swing turn. A pivot turn is when you have one wheel going forward, one wheel going backward, and a swing turn is when one is stopped and one is going forward. And so to get a visual of that, the main thing I want you to notice is the distance between the wheels is the diameter of the circle for the pivot turn, and 2 times the distance between the wheels is the diameter of the circle for the swing turn. And this documentation is all on northtexasrobotics.com or roboticsnorthtexas.com. I really don't know. So going back to our math, you can kind of see the similarities. You're going to make a proportion between the degrees you want to turn, so like 90 over 360. That's going to be proportional to the distance along the circle and the distance over the distance between the wheels, because that was the diameter. So you find this distance along the circle and divide it by the circumference of the wheel, or really the diameter of the wheel, because your pi's cancel out if you get into the intricacies of this math. And then you just multiply by 360 like last time. And comparing this to the swing turn, you realize the only difference is this little 2 times down at the bottom here. So we're not actually going to code the swing turn. You just have to add that 2 times. I think you can handle it. So going on to our NXT, just like last time, we're going to pull out a variable to pretend it's our input. And then we're going to have our constant, which is the distance between the wheels. And I'm going to make up a number here. I'm going to assume it's 7 or inches or whatever. Make sure that whatever unit you are using, you're being consistent. So if you want to always use inches, always use inches. If you want to use centimeters, always use centimeters. One or the other. The second you start mixing them up, your math is going to have issues. So you're going to multiply these together, and oops, this is a logic block. Hopefully you're not having as much trouble as I am. So you're multiplying these together, and then you're going to divide it by the diameter of the wheels. So this is a number, and it's diameter of the wheels. And please watch out when you do your division that it's going into the correct port. I mean, obviously it's hard to see which one's going where, so try to pay attention when you plug them in. And that's it. All the stuff simplifies down into a few math blocks. It's fantastic. And this once again goes into our move block. Hover over to get the 2 opposing arrows. This plugs into duration, and we want it in degrees. And when we do turns, sometimes, just to help it be more precise, we're going to go ahead and put this stop here. And like I was saying, if you want to make this into a swing turn, you're just going to add your ×2 here. You're going to have your distance between the wheels ×2, and that can plug into here, or you can multiply later. It really doesn't matter. So just in here, you can put that last little math block would go about here. And this would be ×2, and the result would plug into that one. And so once again, you're going to click and drag and select everything but this first one. Create a MyBlock. Call it something. And once again, if you open it up, you can see it creates a new